Here's the thing. I ordinarily, I would say I firmly believe the 49ers are going to beat the Patriots. Take out firmly. I don't know what I'm talking about. I believe the 49ers are going to beat the Patriots. Is that okay for me to say? I believe
absolutely. I think they're going to beat the Patriots too. Yeah.
They played well last week.
Yes.
What that means, I have no idea.
And the Patriots didn't. The Patriots lost to the Broncos, who are not as good as the Niners. So that's
they lost to freaking Broncos.
Freaking Broncos.
In addition, I gotta say, if they had Tom Brady, I think they'd be a better team. I really don't like Cam Newton, and I'd like to tell some reasons why. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, I think he's an inferior practitioner.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a quarterback at a certain point has to stand and throw. Mm-hmm. Jimmy has to stand and throw. And last week he stood and threw. You have to stand and throw. This guy, I think every pass is an adventure. I think he's a different quarterback on every pass. It comes from a different arm slot. His feet aren't set. I mean, he's a great looking athlete. Very handsome man, big, great athlete. And he is the Niners' kryptonite. He can run. That's the one thing he can do. And that does pose a problem for them because they have problems with quarterbacks like that. But he's undisciplined. He's emotional. Iggy, he's emotional.
That is the key point. Let's talk about that. He's emotional.
Yeah, you go on.
We were there when he lost the Super Bowl. We covered that game. All right. And he was the biggest star in the NFL at the time. He was Patrick Mahomes. And he was supposed to win the Super Bowl and be coronated as the best player in the league and take the mantle from Peyton Manning, who was on the way out. Well, that didn't happen. He was awful in that game. And there was a moment where he got exposed. He fumbled. And the ball was rolling around at his feet. And he had a split-second decision to make. It wasn't really a decision. It was a reaction. Do you jump on the ball or not? And he didn't. He let the ball roll around. It got recovered by the Broncos. And it was like in the biggest game of your life, you were protecting yourself and not selling out for the win.
It was a business. He made a business decision.
Business decision in his only Super Bowl appearance probably he'll ever have. So he has to live with that the rest of his life. After the game, they have the post-game press conferences. And they're all in the same area. The Panthers are here. The Broncos are here. And there's like a curtain between them, but they can hear each other. And there's speakers, and it's loud. So everyone goes to Cam Newton to interview him, and he's sulking, and like answering like really quietly, like not a good look. But that wasn't the worst of it. The worst is that right behind him is Chris Harris Jr., one of the cornerbacks for the Broncos, and he's just shouting into the microphone, yeah, we just felt like if we could make Cam Newton have to be a quarterback and like just keep him in the pocket and make him throw, we know we can't do that because he's a terrible quarterback. And like Cam Newton just like listening to it and just like, and he just gets up and leaves. It's like the criticism was right. It hurt him to his core, and he couldn't even finish the interview. He's like, oh, man, like I was supposed to be LeBron James. This was supposed to be my coronation. And they're making fun of me, like to my face. And I have to sit here and take it. I can't do it. I'm out. So he doesn't seem to have whatever like inner character and strength that Jimmy Garoppolo has. I saw Jimmy lose a Super Bowl too. He didn't do that.
Iggy, I want to say one more thing, which is very important.
Yeah.
There's a Super Bowl week. There's a whole week leading up to the game. And the game was here. Mm-hmm. So we interviewed one day in San Jose, Peyton Manning.
That's right.
And now this is an all-time great quarterback. You could say he doesn't win a lot of Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All-time great quarterback. Well, there were 100 media people, and he was sitting on a stage. All the questions were about Cam Newton.
Every single one. Peyton, how impressed are you with Cam Newton? Peyton, do you think Cam Newton could be the greatest quarterback of all time one day? Peyton, it's like, and he's sitting there like, being patient, but at a certain point, he's like, you know what? He's still a very young quarterback. He shows promise, but he has a lot to accomplish, didn't he?
And he certainly did. And the point is, he had to suffer the indignity of being swept aside for this neophyte, and he finally had to put things into perspective the way he could, or Elway could, or Montana could. You're giving him a coronation too soon.
Right.
Let's see what he does in his career. Not to mention, let's see what he does in the Super Bowl. Well, Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl, and this kid didn't win the Super Bowl.
Right.
So you saw how one man handled this indignity with dignity, with honor, with stature, and won the goddamn game. And the other guy was parading around all week like a glamour king.